Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow, comment live, or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome. And for all of you on Facebook, you can't see us. Because Facebook is doing what Facebook does well.
Yes, messing up the streams, putting us in jail, all that.
And regardless, do you know I looked on Facebook and I had 75 flags about music that we produce. Like Kendra and stuff like that. And every time I put in a...
complaint?
Not a complaint, but, to tell them they're wrong. Oh, we're sorry. Now they got me in jail for doing something wrong, which I never did because I only shared it on my page.
I know. I'm in jail too, which means it's all good. We keep going. We keep doing
Don't
what
mean
we
it's
do.
all good. It just means we
Ain't
got
nothing
no
we
choice.
can do.
This is not a democracy.
Facebook is not a democracy, by the way.
It is not. It is unbelievable. But anyway.
Morning. Happy Monday. What a weekend is all I
What
can
a
say.
day yesterday.
Right?
That was some show going on.
You had fun? Where were we yesterday?
We were at the Kravis Center.
The Reeker Playhouse.
Yes, that was fun.
I had a lot of fun. I hope the crew had a lot of fun. My toes, my feet, everything is like crunch time. And I don't know why. I didn't walk that much. But I guess I walked more than I thought I did. I was like...
We had to go up and down those steps.
Driving home, my toes in my shoes were like, I felt like the Wicked Witch when her fingers are like this. And I even took my shoes off while I was driving and tried to stretch my toes out. That didn't help. I got home, this morning, I don't even know how I have shoes on my feet. My toes are like, I need like an ice bath for my toes. You need an ice bath for your body.
No, but that has nothing.
I don't know what you did.
No, that had nothing to do with
with
the show. It had to do. I have a very high bed, and I have to run and jump.
Which we need to eat like doggy
stairs.
And
I think I'm hurt. I ordered them. I ordered 4 steps up. But yesterday, I got to tell you, some of the highlights of yesterday that I did not expect to happen. So we were fortunate enough to be with George from Gypsy Nation, and he invited us to their
backstage,
into their room, their dressing room. And there's a lot of people backstage, and they have a toilet. So the room has a dressing room, and then there's a bathroom. And there's a toilet with a door. And people were just using this toilet because I guess you got to go.
You got to go.
I wasn't using that toilet because, I don't want nobody to know when I got to go,
Whatever, all of it was just, you just got to go. It was like...
Yeah, but what if something slips out or something?
It's going to slip out.
You know what I mean?
No, when you have a situation like that, you make sure nothing inappropriate
That's not true
out.
Because sometimes in the midst of...
You can't control it?
Yeah, you can't control it.
Morning.
In the midst of...
Good morning.
In the midst of doing what you do, a little turbulence occurs.
Right.
And there's a whole room full of people.
And I said to you, I got to go to the bathroom. Do I have time? And you said to me, no, we've got 5 minutes. You can't go. And then we were on hold for 15. And I said, now can I go to the bathroom? And you're like, and you still didn't want me to use the bathroom. You said, I'll stay in guard. I go, of what? there's a door, and the only people back there are us.
It doesn't matter.
Here's the thing. Once a woman has a baby and your life opens up to the world, makes no difference who sees you going to the bathroom, because that's the least of our problems.
Well, I ain't had no baby, and it makes a whole lot of difference.
Which is why Lennis and I were like, whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, but and she's another one. She went to the bathroom every 15 seconds.
You got to do what you got. It was her dressing room that we were using.
I'm not saying nothing. There was a bathroom outside. I went to the bathroom outside. But what I'm saying is, that's kind of awkward, you know?
But they were so gracious. We were with Gypsy Nation and Lennis Sabatino last night at the Rinker Center. And I got to tell you, talking about the show must go on, there were enough hiccups in that show, speed bumps.
Hiccups?
Speed bumps. That would put anyone in a bad mood, but they
just
kept
keep
going with smiles on their faces and kept going, and the show kept going, and even poor Georgie, his nail, they thought it was a pick to his guitar went flying. It was his fingernail. Broke off. Low. So then they bandaged it, and the bandage didn't hold. Then they double taped it, and they taped a pick to his thumb.
With electrical tape.
So he could still play.
With electrical tape.
I was wondering what that was.
The first pick flew off. So they did it again.
And feels like it hurts.
Oh,
his
hand was a bloody mess.
There's no doubt he had to be in pain, but he kept going.
And then he tells us, because when they put the tape on, they have to squeeze it on tight. He says, no, don't squeeze. So he had to do it, and they had to double wrap it. They had to double wrap it.
We're doing as good as we can do.
Josh is
This
here.
is like last night.
What's up?
Help.
We had a few production issues.
No, and then when we started the show, which I started to walk around. Thank you for letting the world know. I was a little nervous, so I was walking around the stage because the microphone that I had, they left the mic on behind me. And when I got close, it reverbed. So I couldn't stand there. I had to move. And McGillicuddy here, she took that side of the stage, so we couldn't be on the same side of the stage.
So he kept pacing. So I'm here, and Freddie's going there, and there, and there, and there. And he's
I wanted to
pacing back
fill
and
the
forth.
arena.
I don't know what that looked like, but you were all over the stage, which was like, wow.
What is he doing?
Baxton's like, next time we're going to get some tape and put some tape on the floor. I said, I'm going to use the same tape and mummify you. I'm going to mummify you.
Because you were everywhere.
Because of the reverb.
I think you were nervous.
I was.
I was nervous in the morning, and then I was okay.
You can't see a damn thing up there. The
Isn't
lights
that better, though?
are so, and you could tell they're out there because you hear them breathing.
Yeah.
It was just black. We couldn't see anything.
And then she went to turn the iPad on to start the music. It died.
It died.
She says, wait a second, and she runs off the stage.
She's like, I see the battery come up on her iPad, and I'm thinking, how did she get it back on so fast? She didn't. She had a backup, which is why I told everyone yesterday, always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, because you never know what's going to happen, because something will always happen.
Always be over-prepared.
Always be over-prepared.
But the funny thing is that during the intermission, we went into the audience and people were saying, how long did it take you to rehearse? That is the funniest bit I've ever seen.
It was not a bit. It was just a thing.
And I said, it took months to time it perfectly.
It was just a thing. But what a great concert.
It was really, really good.
Right?
Oh, and then the organ player, the keyboard player, got sick. They had to call an ambulance.
We got to check in with him and see how he's doing today.
911. I think he has an appendicitis, but I'm not going to say nothing.
Is he okay?
We don't know.
We got to find out. I was going to text them this morning, but I figured they were probably still sleeping. It's a morning thing.
It was it was a night full of challenges all over the place. Fingernail, keyboard player hurt.
I got it. But did you have fun? Josh, did you guys have fun in doing the show yesterday? Last night?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
A lot of stuff going on, right?
What do you mean?
Like you had to move people all over the place.
We didn't know what was going on because we were not with you guys, so we're assuming all was good.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like Andrew was running the whole show kind of thing. Because he just kept running around everywhere.
He wasn't on top?
No. He was just in the middle, just getting like a nice view of the whole thing. But his camera was rolling the whole entire time, so he was running around making sure everyone else was good, making sure the audio was good and everything as well.
Shorty's battery died.
I saw that.
Yeah, but
How
that's
did we
fine
fix
because
that?
No, bitch, they had a surprising encore. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
We were supposed to go out to announce the encore, but he got so caught up in the moment. They were supposed to come off and then come back.
Oh, okay.
So he says, "You want an encore?"
I know, I was like, oh, wait. I get it.
But it was
yeah, everything
9/18. I saw it. He posted that, so he probably got most of it.
Everything was good. And then someone came up to Zach and asked where they can find the video afterwards. So yeah.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
We have to find a better way for El Gato. Instead of carrying 3 tripods, a bag, a camera. That poor man. We got to get him an assistant at least to carry.
We could have
equipment,
taken the
because
cart. We have a cart.
Yes.
No, other people just have to help him out. That's all.
No, he wouldn't let nobody grab anything.
Say I asked a million times, do you need help carrying? No, I got it.
Poor guy. He was
Yeah.
carrying everything.
And he's carrying everything, and I'm trying to get my tripod in the bag. And then he's like, do you need help? I was like, no! I have one tripod, you have 3.
I brought a bag in and grabbed the bag and says, "Give me that. This is ridiculous."
And Nikki's like the stealth. You don't see her. Next thing you know, she's there. And then she moves around.
I
She's
look up and
someplace
she's
else.
there
She's
talking to me.
Gone.
You know, I didn't hear a word you said. I said yes. You could have said, "I'm
You
taking
leaned
your
over the
car."
banister and he
I
goes,
never.
okay. And what'd she say?
And she says to me, "What did she say?" I don't know what she said.
Well, you know how at the end of concerts, people take photos with the entire, like, you know, with people in the background and then the crew, and like, not the crew, but the band members in the front? I was asking, since if you were going to go up and introduce them, like, if you would tell them, like, let's take a picture.
I think we could have if he hadn't broken his fingernail and the.
And the
Keyboard
ambulance
wasn't
wasn't
sick.
Trying
coming.
to rush out of there.
Yeah, I think it
The
was.
police came running. They looked like bomb
The
squad.
pianist ran to me, and he was like, oh my god, like, I think he was trying to, I think Abraham or someone helped him, I forgot who.
Thanks.
But,
Yeah.
what is it? Like, the pianist ran up to me, he was like, oh my god, like, this guy broke his finger. I'm like, what? And then he was like, oh, they're dealing with it. And I was like, what?
His
Okay.
fingernail popped off.
Yeah.
It was a
And
lot.
so they had to tape it up.
Someone said it looked like a pick flying out.
And then the pianist got sick. They had to call 911.
Who?
The piano player.
piano
the
player.
keyboard.
What was there? What happened?
We don't know. We don't know. We're going to find out.
No, he's forbidden from saying that word.
The piano. What did I
You
say?
gotta say it again.
The penis?
Oh.
Pianist.
Pianist. I only wish that coming home, Grace and I had the buzzer in the car. Because you and Baxton, it's such an innate reflex for me. I almost hit my horn but I realized that was not the buzzer. And like a couple times I wanted to hit the horn because you and Baxton were out of control on the way home last night.
What the hell did we say?
I don't remember, but it was like, wow. And
Talking
poor
about-
Veronica.
Everything, like, she who shall not be named.
Oh yeah, that whole situation.
Oh, the dating thing? Well, I was just finding out if he got a little,
Oh, that
No.
situation.
little loving.
And then the whole
No.
the whole toothbrush thing, and when they were
Oh.
thinking the toothbrush.
No, I didn't create that. She forgot her toothbrush at Baxton's house.
But she didn't sleep over.
But she doesn't.
We didn't realize it was a new
Why was
toothbrush.
that toothbrush there then?
That's
what we
So if you hear, oh, she left the toothbrush at my house,
I said you get lucky.
and then only to find out they had bought a new toothbrush at Publix, so it was still in the Publix bag.
Why
That
did
was.
she put it in his little thing?
Why did she even buy it? Why did she buy
Open
it?
it? Why wouldn't you keep it in the box?
I think it was in the box. I think she left the whole box at his apartment.
Then he is just missing key.
He was missing key information exactly.
He's trying to make it sound
First of all,
like
you have to be sitting next to him to see the big smile.
right.
Ah,
Of course.
That's what I
and
said.
that we heard.
Yeah.
That's when I said, oh, you got lucky. You got lucky. Here you got a toothbrush working. No, he got mad at me.
Wait, so they bought a new toothbrush and that's at your house?
This is like
Some
a
other
neighborhood
people.
telephone.
Yeah.
Some other people did that. So we were wondering why they did that.
Why would they do that?
Well, we don't know. That's the great mystery.
Wonderful question.
That's the mystery. And he's not talking. His lips are not moving, as he says.
And that was that. And then Saturday I went to see Moulin Rouge. So I found
amazing.
it was amazing. But
You saw
there's
it?
this amazing outfit, Freddie, that
I saw it in New York and I was like crying.
let's see if I can
It was
find
good?
this.
Crying or
I
bad
need to
crying?
send this over to the board.
Like one of my favorite.
I'm going to send you guys a picture that you can put up. And this is what I'm thinking is the new outfit for Freddie next time we go on remote picture.
Don't even waste your time because we're not doing that.
You're gonna see.
I'm not. It looks like the guy who runs the circus with the red tails and the hat.
You look like a 1930s mafia man.
You did, yeah.
Last night.
He's gonna make them an offer they can't refuse.
It worked because they came to me when the guy with the ambulance, sir, the ambulance is on his way, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who?
You're the manager for Gypsy Kings.
He seemed fine though, because he was the one who ran up to me and he was like, "Oh, like this happened. That's how I found out." Like the guy, like he said he broke his finger, but that's the pianist that came up to me and he seemed fine. Like,
Either he,
And Freddie, I'm
yeah.
thinking the tutu
Or you
would
keep
be
thinking.
a nice look also.
Or you keep
You can
thinking.
do the can and the tutu, or the red tails.
Yeah, you keep thinking. You
The
keep thinking.
costumes were incredible. So
And do me a favor. Don't send me video of
just
men in
zoom in.
tutus.
Why?
Really?
You
Because
like it?
no, I don't. Not particular.
What is Moulin Rouge? Like, what is it about?
It's a musical,
Yeah.
I believe.
And he's like a writer, and she is. I
lady
don't know
of
how
the
to.
night.
Yeah, I don't know how to really describe her.
She's a
but-
prostitute.
And they fall in
it's
love.
like a burlesque club.
And they fall in
Yeah.
love, actually. They made
Yeah.
a movie about it, too.
Yeah.
It's actually a real story.
Isn't
Yeah.
that Pretty
They
Woman?
fell in love.
Oh, that's another.
The movie's
Similar.
called-
That's
the-
another one. She was a
the movie's
prostitute,
called
too.
Moulin Rouge. It's with Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman.
Correct.
Kidman played a good part in that role.
His girlfriend, Moulin Rouge, is a guy who, the prostitute, he wants to fall in love with her,
It's
but
a
like she
beautiful
can't.
story.
It's it's a
Regardless, the
It
emphasis
is
on
a good
prostitution.
it's a male fantasy. Do you know to
Yes.
save a prostitute? Do you know
Very-
that?
Very clear.
Men love saving prostitutes.
Yeah.
Did you know
Really?
this?
It's
Yeah.
the white savior
Yeah,
complex.
that's exactly.
Interesting.
You see, this is an educated
But
woman.
the
over here.
music, the
Yeah.
costumes were incredible. And then I realized it's almost like what our studio looks like with the red curtains and the gold. They got a whole wall of fleur-de-lis. So I'm thinking maybe I get some new carpets in there that are like red
You know,
and pink
I'm gonna
instead
tell
of
you
blue
something.
and yellow,
I'm gonna
and
tell
we
you
can have a whole Moulin Rouge.
You are
You
just
guys are-
you're putting me over the edge. I am in the red now with you, because for 8 years
You asked me
the
for red
red
carpet?
curtains. I told you red and gold. Why do you think there's so much red in here?
Well,
So much gold. She
It's-
says,
it's-
we can't get it red. We got this in else. Black. You know what it
All right,
is?
so now the
You
two
see
by
a theater?
four.
You see the theater? A lot of red, a lot of black.
I'm doing a little more color theory for graphic design and all that. And for China, the color red is a lucky color, while in South Africa, they use red to mourn.
Yeah, because they killed the animals and put the blood on the wall. I know. It's a true story.
So I know we need to get some new carpets in there, so I'm thinking I could do different color schemes.
I don't want to
instead of
talk
the
to
blue
you.
and yellow.
You know, you have me over the top already. I came in
Ask the kids
here.
about.
I came in here declaring war. I know about the red. I asked you to bring in more red
we're gonna bring in
because
more red.
it's all about the theater. It's the theater of
So
it.
that's exactly what Moulin Rouge
Did you
was.
see all the red around you? Who asked to go up on the on those walkways, those catwalks? Was it
The
you?
metal one?
Yeah. Somebody asked the girl. She came to me and said, "What's her name? Kim? Karen?
Amy.
Amy." Amy says, "One of you guys wants to go on the catwalk. You know, they can't do that." I go,
I don't know who asked Harry.
I don't know who did either. I says, "No, let him go. So when he falls, we'll just scrape him up and
She
dump
kept
him."
it tight backstage, I thanked her. And
She
someone else
couldn't.
said, "Why wouldn't you let us back?" She said, "Because I'm running backstage. And if you're not authorized to be here, you're not authorized to be here, which means you don't come back here."
She couldn't keep. She says, "There's so many of you coming in and out. There are cameras and everything going all over. I'm just going to rely and trust you." This is what she told me. It says, "I got you. Don't worry about it."
She kind of just gave up. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She left the
gave
door
up on
open.
you guys, but on other people trying to get in, she was firm.
Yeah.
And she got into it with that guy, Paul. Do you know him?
No, I met him.
So why the hell are you introducing me to him like you know him?
Because I had just met him, and so I knew him more than you did.
That guy was on her list.
That's how I meet. That's how I introduce you to everyone. And sometimes you come over. I'm like, "Oh, meet my partner, Freddie." Sometimes you engage in the conversation.
Because I didn't know who this
And then
guy
other
was.
times you-
He's the one that said, "How long did it take you to rehearse that whole opening act?"
He asked how long we've been working with them, and were we traveling with them to all the
And I'm
next
gonna
concert.
and I'm gonna tell you something. He goes to all his concerts. He's a good friend of Georgie, and the wife says, "You can't bring him back here. You can't bring everybody back here," because it was true. Georgie will invite the entire town to go backstage. And what's her name? Adrian?
Lennis,
Whatever. Amy's. Amy was having a conniption. There's too many people.
But she's right. You got to protect what it is backstage.
Every time I saw Josh come backstage, I held my breath.
He was good. They were all good in there. I know, because we kept thinking you were going to tell
Something
was
happened.
wrong.
Yeah. Baxton falls and breaks his camera. So we go to the back, right? We find the stairs. Baxton loading the camera. Whoop, slips the lens. Danga, 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 right down the stairs.
We got to get
Parts
Baxton
everywhere.
a tripod versus a monopod. Because he's like this with his monopod.
Whose monopod is that? It's in my car.
The mono is
I
with
think
Baxton's?
It's either Andrew's or ours.
Well, he needs a tripod. Because he's sitting there.
How big?
He was twirling
This.
it around like a baton with the camera attached to the end. He was
using it
literally
as a
going
feed.
like this with the monopod and the camera.
He
is
left the
funny,
camera
though.
on it and he
Yeah.
put it against the wall. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I says, you're not leaving that like that.
Right. Can I leave it here only if you want it not to be here when you come back? What do you mean?
What is wrong?
I mean,
How
someone's
big of
going
a
to take
tripod
it.
does he need?
Why, you have a big one?
No.
Tripod, you mean?
What is wrong with you? That's, I can't keep up to you. Yesterday, you blew me up all over the place. You're moving around,
get
the
a
clothes
tailor
and
in
this.
to
and-
fix your
No,
suit?
absolutely not. Abso-freaking-lutely not.
Do you guys think
Just
we should
worry
tailor
about,
his suit?
it wasn't my shoe, it wasn't my toes that were like this.
I know, and I had backup shoes upstairs just in case.
And then I knew she was in pain, so I started making her walk back and forth for no reason. Absolutely
He's like,
no
up the
reason.
stairs, down the stairs. I was like, oh. Next.
Go out, come down.
So now my to-go bag is going to have flip-flops as well. So before show and after show, I'm learning my extra prop bag.
You had a bag with shoes in it.
They weren't any better.
The greatest thing about sports was like walking in with your slides and then putting on the cleats, and then one practice or the game was over, putting your slides back on. It was the comfiest thing.
You mean the slippers, right?
Slides, slippers.
I'm going to start
Crocs,
traveling with the
whatever you
to-go
use.
bag, exactly. So more things. Safety pins, flats or flip-flops, along with my change of clothes and my change of shoes. It's growing. Next thing you know, I'm going to have a whole wheelie carry-on suitcase.
Dawn tells me she's going to be there at 4 o'clock.
I said 5.
She doesn't get there till 5 o'clock.
She did say 5.
No, she told you 5. She told me 4.
Leave here at 4. We got there 5:01. We pulled into the parking garage.
And the funny thing is that we had to set up at the beginning, and I'm looking around, and then Georgie sends us up to the catwalk thing to put the camera in. So I put everybody up there, and the lady came. No, only 2 people could be up here. I says, well, I need to put at least 3. She's okay. Everybody else is in the back lower. And then you guys were all over the place. You were on the stage. You were doing social media. It was
Nice
fun.
job. Tired? Tired, Nikki?
How did the footage come out after?
Anybody seen it?
I'm a little afraid to look. I used one of Nikki's SD cards, and we were like, do we have to reformat it? And I was like, I don't think so. They're showing up, and I'm a little bit scared to look.
What does that mean?
We're going to have to look today and see.
Do not format it now.
No, not now. No. Before, like, we started
I
shooting.
think it's fine.
I think it's fine too.
So what's the hesitancy?
It should be fine.
You got all the shots on
I had some
stage.
really good shots. My new camera,
Mm-hmm.
it's so good.
What kind of camera is that?
Sony A4.
Oh, that's a good pick.
It is a very.
And then I went home. I wanted to watch the end of the Oscars, and they ended at 10:30.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I watched them. They started
They
an
changed
hour
it.
earlier.
Yeah.
this
They
year.
ended early.
Yeah, because
They don't want to go
went
past 10:30. Last year it went to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer won, right?
Best
It
picture.
dominated.
They took everything. It was the Oppenheimer Oscars.
Oppenheimer and Poor Things won like everything.
Anyone
Yeah.
see
And
Poor
then-
Things?
I've seen it and I saw Oppenheimer.
That's right. You gave us the critique
Yeah.
on. You said it was
It's
really good.
Yeah. I
Barbie
liked
only
it.
won 1 award, which surprised me.
It was only for the song.
Yeah.
They got the song.
Yeah.
No, the Ken. What about the
Ken
Ken
song?
deal?
He performed it.
With,
It was actually
it's a movie for women, and they
Yeah.
idolize men.
That's ironic.
I was embarrassed this morning when I heard that. I said, "Can we change this?"
What, idolize
Because I
men?
know what's gonna happen.
Hilarious.
What's gonna happen?
It's hilarious.
The movie wasn't about
The
Ken.
was. I don't really care.
There
about
is
the
no
song.
Ken without Barbie, right? So what do they highlight at the Oscar? The guy
Ken.
singing in a red suit with Guns N' Roses.
Right.
Come on now, let's be a little bit, on the ball.
Was that
here.
the same scene that was in the movie?
No.
It was the song.
It was just
Actually,
the song.
If you look at Oppenheimer and Barbie, they're kind of about the same thing. What if man had too much power?
You know what's funny about it though? Opening night was the J.C. Dreesen concert. Remember, it was Oppenheimer Barbie, And then Oppenheimer wins, and it was JC's birthday. So I thought, wow, that was kind of like this full circle moment for JC.
I know, yesterday. And it's funny because after the Oscars, they come out with what's happening in the town that they did the testing for the bomb is known as Cancer USA.
Yeah,
If you're
makes
born
sense.
there, you have cancer.
That's all the radiation.
And so the government passed a bill to start offset some states where down drifting and all that. They haven't changed it since 1956. So there's a big controversy now brewing on that.
Huge controversy. All right, you want to take a commercial break?
Sure.
Or to come on the other side of the break, give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio B. Good? We'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Addiction is more than just a word. It's the endless cycle of trying to stay clean, using again, and feeling trapped, like there's no way out. At Stillwater Wellness Group, we understand the hardship of addiction and are dedicated to helping you find your way back. Call now to speak with an addiction specialist and learn how we can help you rebuild, rediscover, and renew your life. Find your true self at Stillwater Wellness Group. Call now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call. Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Wiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 866-484-5868. That's 866-484-5868. Again, call 866-484-5868. Call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And Friday we were where?
Splash.
How was that for you?
I don't know, look.
How'd you do?
I did well.
We were at Ivy Splash Hydration and Wellness Center in Boca Raton, and Freddie gets an IV live on air.
2 hours.
2 hours it took the drip.
Wow.
And it was
That's because they
International
put the
Women's Day. NAD
NAD in
It
it.
had to go slower.
So he put this NAD, which works with your brain. It works with the molecules in your brain. It takes the fuzz out and everything else. And you put it in there, and it was dripping. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at you guys, and you guys went into outer space. I went, whoa, slow it down. And he slowed it down, and it was okay. And so it couldn't go fast. But I got to tell you something. That little medicine, whatever it was, the next day, I was Superman.
You said you unpacked like 50 boxes. I didn't hear from you.
I was unpacking and packing and moving and going.
Energized after you did all that.
Oh my God! I wanted to go hiking.
I think I was traumatized, and you were energized.
Why were you traumatized?
Just seeing that IV in your arm, I'm like,
You never had an IV?
Yes.
Wow.
But I can handle it when it's me. I don't handle it so well. Well, also because of the circumstances. So it was like a trauma situation for me. It was PTSD. So I was glad you were.
And I gotta tell you, Doc, I love you. He's the one that took it out.
Not so good.
Get the girl to take it out. No, because he has hands like a man.
Doctors don't always have the most gentle of hands. Poor Grace is great.
No, and then he left it.
She's dying over there.
Grace, and then he left it hanging there because he forgot the bandage. So it's hanging there. Says, Doc, hello, Doc, I'm coming. The bandage died. He came and I had the bandage and it looked a little sick then.
And you were good?
I was scared to death. I said, what the hell?
Yeah, we kind of like exit stage left on that one. We left you, but we knew we left you in good hands. Had to take them for lunch.
I gotta tell you, when you guys left, he put the production on from YouTube on his smart TV. I'm gonna tell you, I saw it with 6 people, twice.
You did an amazing job, all of you, on the production, because on the other end there were no monitors. We didn't have ears on. We had no idea what looked like anything. We were just moving, which was incredible how you put it together. So nice job, really nice. Who worked with you on that? You had swapped with G-Man at one point, right? When you went to do the oxygen, or you did it all on your own? Jay ran, she watched?
They helped out, yeah. Everyone helped out, honestly. Andrew did the camera work, and then I set up the production for everything.
The camera work was fantastic also, how he did it. Audio, all clear?
And moved around. They did the oxygen, you did some of the, right? The oxygen.
It was nice too.
Because at first it was a little weird because I don't like scuba diving and I don't like oxygen going up my nose because it's just weird.
It doesn't go up your nose.
Yes, it does. For scuba diving, yes.
I was about to give you a whole lesson.
When you scuba diving, aren't you wearing a mask?
I don't know.
Yes, you wear a mask that covers your nose.
Yeah. So how would it go up your nose?
They have new ones now. You can actually, it's like a helmet. And you can breathe into it through your nose.
And they were happy?
Like my dad's been scuba diving and he's never got water up his nose once. You know.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a giant bucket. We're gonna put a scuba mask on, and everybody put their head in the water.
Can we get nurse sharks as well too in the water?
I'm gonna get a real shark. I'm gonna put you in there first. Let's see if it bites you.
It was a great shoot, though.
Name the shark Bruce.
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 It was a good shot. It was fun. It was funny. People started coming in because they started to see the show. And we know a lot of people down there. You know, you and I opened that mall.
I was telling them.
When it started. 8 years ago, that mall was brand new and they hired us and they brought in the clowns.
They got a cool massage place I got to go visit too.
Yes, next door. I thought I saw your name, Josh's Place.
And then we went to Pizza District for lunch. I ran into Daphne from Daphne's Vitamin Concepts. I need to touch base with her. So a lot of long-time
You didn't tell
friends.
the kids how I got into a fight with the clowns?
I think I might have told Josh. I was telling somebody how it was like 100 degrees out in January. And he stole the clown's tent and chairs. And it was the Boca Point clowns. It was all these little ladies dressed in clown makeup and hair and costumes. And it was 100 degrees outside. And he steals their tent.
How am I going to do the production with sun on?
They were so upset. They all came over yelling at him.
They started yelling at me.
Yeah.
And they had these flowers with water in them. I had like a bath working on. So I said, I told the clown, I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to beat you up. And then they, come on, bring it, wah, wah. All this stuff was going on. Wait, listen.
Fight with everybody. I think so.
You know, it's really funny. I got the tent so you wouldn't melt. Because you're like, oh, it's too hot.
It was hot. I had my hair up. I was like, hot, done.
And the clowns.
That was a long time ago.
17 clowns came out of this little car. I'm like, what?
That had to be 5 years ago, I think.
And they go, where's our tent? Who took our tent? And they see it. That guy took the tent.
You stole the tent.
It was fun.
So on my way home last night, I was listening to the radio, and here's my question I posed to the men in the studio, to the women. So you're looking at your partner, your friend, whatever, and you know something's off. Would you say, what's wrong, calm down, or take a deep breath? What do you think would be better received?
Yeah, what's wrong?
What's wrong, calm down.
But no, wait a
or
minute. Listen
take a
to the
deep
question.
breath?
What would be better received? Because
Right.
you say that opens up Pandora's box.
What's wrong, calm down, or take a deep breath?
Maybe take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. Like if they're hyperventilating, just be like, take a deep breath.
But then you're
What's
making an
wrong?
assumption you know what's wrong.
Well, no, you're not. It's just saying take a deep breath. Calm down.
Just like that?
What was the second option?
Calm down,
also depends on
what's
the way you're
wrong, or
delivering
take a
it.
deep breath?
I mean, I say, what the hell's wrong with you?
I know, and that was like the worst answer, apparently.
Yeah, what's
That was the most offensive answer that you could
Really?
ask a woman.
What's
If someone
wrong?
told
What's
me
wrong?
calm down,
I
I'd
say
be
calm down is the
pissed.
worst.
Oh,
Yeah,
calm
no,
down.
I'd be like, calm
Excuse
down.
me?
Wait a minute. Offensive? How the hell did we get
This is
there?
what they were saying. If you say
Who was saying?
on the radio
Well,
last
that's
night when I
stupid.
got home, if you're saying what's wrong means you actually are reading their body language that something's wrong, and they may be like, "What? Nothing's wrong with me.
What
Why
about
do you think anything's
what
wrong
about
with me?"
you? Okay? Are you okay?
You can say you're okay.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
And then then it's like they assume that you're blaming them that something's wrong. It was a whole
I mean,
deep conversation
I come out
on
with
what's
what
wrong.
the hell is wrong with you?
Well, I
'Cause-
think it depends on the way you're saying it. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
I
saying
say it like
and
that.
They're gonna be like, well, now I don't want to tell you.
Like he says, what's
So there's
wrong
something
with your
wrong.
face? If you said to someone, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your face? Like
What's
you
wrong with
say,
your face?
Like you say to people all the time.
I do.
You say that to
But
Casey
they know
all the
I mean
time.
it out of love.
Casey
They
knows
know
that?
what?
Casey knows that?
Of course she knows.
What's
it.
wrong with your face?
Yeah.
And then she answers you as if it's a legitimate question. She gives you an answer. I'm like, why are you even acknowledging that? with an
Because her and
answer?
I, we have a vibe. We understand one
Is that
another.
it?
But she's no different. She says, what's wrong with your face? She tells me all the time. And she makes fun of me. That video really stunk. I gotta tell you. The only one that got it right was G-Man with smotherfication.
Smotherfication. I thought
Everything
that was
else.
funny.
Josh, what is this with the phone? Josh, can we help you?
Because you don't pay attention when you're on your phone.
That is you.
You like take off your glasses.
Oh, I didn't get to see it.
It's on
It's on
TikTok.
Half the million people saw it. What do you mean I don't pay attention? I pay attention to everything.
When you're on your phone, you're like this, and someone asks you a question. Sometimes we wonder if you hear us.
Of course.
And then I try not to say, "Did you hear me?" So I wait a second before
Or
I
it's
say it
you?
again.
You're saying it or are they saying it?
Anybody.
Oh, no, it's not anybody. Because when you talk,
Nobody listens.
I don't listen. Because you're nuts.
Smotherfication.
She tells me, we're there, right? And she wants to get Georgie's the camera on his hands. So I said, Dawn, there's 6, 7 cameras
It's
in this
because
place,
Georgie
I'm
has
sure.
said to us, make sure when you film, you get a close-up of
And he
my
has
hands.
a camera on his guitar on top of everything else.
He said he was going to provide us with that.
He's gonna give us the SD
But I
card.
wasn't counting on that actually being on.
So I say to her, take it easy. Don't worry about it. And she gets up
and asked G-Man to
and
get it.
and asks everybody, you gotta get his hands. You gotta get his
I
hands.
asked G-Man because I couldn't get to Nikki because Nikki was at the right angle, but I didn't want to walk across the theater to tell Nikki.
But they had already known everything.
So he
And then
went
you
and
got
he
a good
it.
shot of his fingernail popping off.
Yeah, I got a video of that, and then supposedly Zach has one as well too.
So there you have it.
So I didn't want to rely on Georgie's extra camera because what if something happened and we were relying on that? You always want to have backup.
You're so funny.
I've learned you always gotta have backup.
if you ever see a concert with Dawn, it's the funniest thing because she's there, but she's not there. She's looking at everything else but the music. So I'm trying to enjoy the music. And I hear this one with the wheels are turning, and she's looking around. What the hell were you looking at?
I was looking at Nikki, I was looking at G-Man, I was looking to see where they were, what shots they were getting, the red curtains, and
Apparently G-Man got into people's photos.
I don't think he got into people's photos. I think that the problem was that the guy with the sound, that guy there in the front controls the stage.
Yeah, it was kind of because we switched sides.
oh, the guy that was off stage?
Yeah, we switched
Okay.
sides, and I didn't want to go around the curtain either, because then that means I would have had to walk in front.
Exactly. Well, he did.
Yeah.
That's, I think, what happened. But I think you went behind. I don't know how the hell you got around. I think you crawled under the table or something. And then I look up and she's there. I go, holy smokes, you're not G-Man. And she's talking to me, and I'm like yesing her to death. I didn't hear one word she said.
I see hands poking out of a side curtain where Abraham was for set 1, but I see these white hands come out. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That was hilarious.
But you guys did a great job, so I'm excited to see the film on that.
It was sold out, or there was a lot of people there, one or the other.
Both?
They were really digging it too.
Oh, and it's funny because Dawn asked the best question of the night. How many people have ever seen or heard of Gypsy Nation? More than half said no. More than half said
I was shocked.
And then I didn't get to see the part where he says you can dance. Were people dancing in the audience?
Oh my, the last 2 or 3 songs, everyone got up and just ran to the front of the stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. You got good footage on that?
No. Because it was so bright on stage that I had to compensate for the brightness on stage that I couldn't get the darkness of the people.
Oh, okay.
I do have like some decent shots where I had like a back shot of him, and then you can kind of see the people in front of him, which is pretty nice.
You sent a picture to my son?
No.
You sure? Somebody did. He says, I am motivated. I will be at the next one. I says, oh, now.
I put a picture on Instagram of Garcia
somebody,
backstage.
Maybe it was Linda. Somebody sent one. He says, Dad, you should have streamed it. And I says, Gio, it isn't as easy as get up and stream. The biggest problem is that Kravitz didn't know it was from a hole in the wall, and they warmed up, and they started to trust us more. You guys were doing the right thing by talking to them.
I put a Instagram story, and I added Kravitz Center, and they put me on their story. I'm the only story they have right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we should do a little bit more of that for them and everything else. She's great. What's her name?
Lennis?
Kravitz. Amy. Is that her name?
Backstage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backstage Amy.
Backstage
She was
Amy.
good. And I love the way she talks through the headsets and everything else.
Very incredibly professional.
She says, "Mike's hot. Don't talk.
Luckily, she let me know that one of the singers were walking down from stage, and they said she told me that he was walking from my side of the stage, so if I couldn't get in his way. Thank God she told me.
Oh yeah, that was the guy with the glasses who happens to have. We got invited down to southern Italy, southern France.
South of France.
He has a villa. He says you are
Raphael.
all invited to South of
How
France.
cool. Can you imagine living half the year here and half the year in the south of France?
That'd be so
Yes.
cool.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, we probably got Lynn people that do that.
Do you do that, Ethan?
No.
Ever been to the south of France?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't live there half the year. It'd be too cold for me.
Too cold.
Yeah.
Why is it cold in France?
Yes.
They get winters.
They get winter.
Interesting.
Not me. I told him. I says, hey man, I'm from the South Bronx. Nobody wants to run up there.
You and Lennis.
For me, cold is 75.
Lennis was in the South Bronx.
Didn't she grow up in your building?
No, that was Washington Heights.
Oh, I don't know the difference.
I got one question because every time you talk about the Bronx and I'm on board, I want to pick up image from the Bronx from like the 1970s or 80s.
It's all burnt out.
Yes, why?
Because
everything
it was an insurance.
just flat land.
It was an insurance scam. And what happened was you would burn the building down and they would pay twice whatever the...
Did they burn the whole city down though?
By 80%.
Damn.
Wow.
You're not going to find many buildings. That's why the South Bronx now is all rebuilt. Because when that happened, I'll never forget, it was 3 o'clock in the morning and these guys came out. It was this huge building across the street from it. It was huge. Everybody get up and run out, run out. Apparently they set the fire and it spread. And the ambulance came and we took people in from across the street. We didn't even know them. They put them in the basement, put them everywhere. That was a big scam.
Wow.
The Bronx is burning. And when the Yankees were playing in the World Series and they had the blimp, they show all the fires in the South Bronx.
Wow. Interesting.
Nobody goes to the South
But I
Bronx?
love talking to Lennis. She has some great advice. I'm hoping we can get her in now that the concert's over and give you guys some great business and advice in the entertainment industry.
She has some real important messages to deliver to you guys because she's been through all of it.
And she said, there is no one in this world that can please everyone. So why do you try? Don't try. Be the best at who you are, accept who you are, be the best that you can be, and some will like you and some won't. But all you know is you've done the best you can possibly do, and be you.
That's right. Don't change.
Unapologetically be you.
And don't change for anybody because you have to just man up to yourself. Like I said, you know, that mirror in Studio A, if you look in there, that's the one person you have to please. And you leave it on the table, and that's the best you could do, that's fine.
And she was 100% in that moment saying, can't please everyone. And even if it's the best gig in the world and you think you're up for the movie role of the year, and you know you're fantastic, the producer may say, nope, because their vision of what they want is not necessarily you.
That's
It doesn't mean you're not good. It just means you're not their vision for that moment in time. Amazing advice.
It's amazing because you could be the best, but you're not what the director's looking for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. And they're going to tell you, thank you for coming out. But that doesn't mean that you're not good. It just means that you're not good for that role, which is...
Great advice.
It was. And the way she delivered it, and then after that, all those different things were happening to her in the back room. But it was good. I had a learning experience yesterday. I learned. I was humbleized.
You were. I was watching
I
you.
sat back and I was humbleized. Because I was
you sit
learning.
back.
I was learning about the interaction. They were doing their own thing in the room, one room, and we were doing our thing in the other room. And the kids, you know, I just said, I'm going to leave it up to God and let them do what they do. And they took control. And they know what we want. They know what we need. Let them do what they do. And nobody gave a complaint at all. And the Kravitz, I want to thank them for the hospitality.
Yep.
My God, they were the nicest people I've ever met.
Sure.
On both sides of the door, in the back, in the front, everybody.
Sure, that we had to change all the clocks. We never quite got them right from the last time. Let's see if we can get them right.
Well, leave it like that till the next time.
Coming soon.
That one's right.
No, it's 10:30.
What time is it?
It
11:30?
says 9:30. Seriously. Wow.
I'm still sleeping.
The big hand and the little hand. Remember those days?
And I used to think that one of my arms was going to grow longer than the other because when they taught me the clock, it was big hand, little hand.
Oh, wow.
So I used to say, but they're the same.
More to come on the midday show. We've got a new segment coming out called Breathe. So yoga clothes on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to relax, breathe, and get ready for another week. That's with Alicia. We got Sally coming in. I'm not sure who else will be here, but we'll find out. I think Baxton's singing. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Wow, happy March. Hope you all changed your clocks, and we will see you midday.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.